Can you blow my whistle, baby, let me know. Girl, I'm gonna show you how to do it, and we start real slow. You just put your lips together and you come real close. Can you blow my whistle, baby, here we go. I'm betting you like Reebok, and I'm betting you love creep mode, and I'm betting you like girls that give love to girls and stroke your little ego. I bet I'm guilty, your honor, but that's how we live in my genre. When in hell I paid to Rottweiler, there's only one float and one rider. I'm a damn shame, holding more champagne, pull it down, hell straight, trying to put it on ya. Bet your lips spin back around the corner. Slow it down, baby, take a little longer. My whistle, baby, let me know. Girl, I'm gonna show you how to do it, and we start real slow. You just put your lips together and you come real close. Can you blow my whistle, baby, here we go. It's like everywhere I go, my whistle ready to blow. Shorty don't leave a note, you can get any by the low. Permission not approved, it's okay, it's under control. Show me soprano, cause girl you can handle. Baby we start snack, you'll come up in park clothes. Girl I'm loose and wing up, you got it the same road. Show me a perfect pitch, you got in my banjo. Talented with your lips like you blew out a candle. So I'm using, that you can make a whistle with the music. Hope you ain't got no issue, you could do it. Give me the perfect pitch and never lose it. Can you blow my whistle, baby, let me know. Girl, I'm gonna show you how to do it, and we start real slow. You just put your lips together and you come real close. Can you blow my whistle, baby, here we go. Work it, let me see you whistle while you work it. I'ma lay it back, don't stop it, cause I love it how you drop it on me. Now, shorty, let that whistle go, oh, oh.
Beautiful song. Beautiful song. Good morning, good morning. Well, actually, good afternoon. Good afternoon. Late start today, and the reason that we're streaming today is because I'm not going to be available to stream tomorrow. Why? Because I'm just cool. I'm just cool like that. Yeah, fuck you. But hello. Good morning. Good afternoon. Welcome to the stream. Today we're going to be playing the Stanley Parable, which I have played before. However, things just went tits up, so I've decided to just completely reset all of the data and go down different routes when playing it. So all of the save progress and everything like that from the last time we played is gone. Yes, just how we like it. I've got to set up my stream layout here. You go there. But anyway, hello, how are we doing? How are we feeling? How do we like the interview? That's another thing. Tomorrow at 3:30 p.m. GMT, the full unedited interview is going to be up on YouTube on my VODs channel. Does it say that I'm streaming Stanley Parable? Sorry, give me a fucking moment. Yeah, it does. It was just being a cunt. But anyway, how are we feeling about the interview? There's been quite a response with the clip that I put on Instagram. 111,000 views last time I checked, which was about 20 minutes ago. It's been maybe 11 hours. Or maybe it's still like 10 hours, whatever, since I put that clip up on Instagram. What the fuck? 111,000 views. That's mad. That's mad. And it seems to have divided a lot of people with his opinion. So I feel like I should definitely comment that as someone who is in therapy, I obviously don't completely agree with it. I think that there's a lot of issues with how he worded things. I don't think he meant to word it the way that he did. He's saying that he doesn't believe in mental health issues and going to say everybody has mental health issues. You've got to believe in it if everybody has it, you know what I mean? I think it's a wording issue there, but a lot of the points he makes are also quite debatable. But I wasn't there to debate, I was there to ask him his opinion on things, and him give them, or ask him about himself and his struggles and things like that, and him give his side of things, and me not be there like, oh, you're wrong, and this is why, whatever, because it wasn't a debate stream, it was an interview. If I wanted to debate with someone, I'm not sure if he'll agree to that. So, but anyway, there's been quite a lot of comments on the reel that I posted, a clip from the interview that I did with him. There will be more to come. So, if you want to see the full edited thing, edited down, that's on my main YouTube channel, which is just Big Boy Sim. Go watch it. I spent 4.5 hours editing that, and I am not an editor. I am a streamer. I started out on YouTube, I wouldn't edit. I did not do any editing at all. And then I got into editing, then I started editing a lot, and then I didn't do YouTube for years. And now I'm taking pretty much my streams and editing them, which is, you know, hours of footage, and I'm going through, cutting bits out, whatever, setting things up for how it is, and then going through and actually adding the content of the edit. And yeah, it took me 4.5 hours, and the overall file size of that fucking video was over 4.5 gigabytes. I had to clear up quite a lot of storage room on my phone, because somehow I've already used up like 120 gigs on my phone. Not a fucking clue how. Oh yeah, TikTok, that takes up like fucking 8 gigabytes, stupid fucking app. I hate it so much, but it's good for promotion. Anyway, You can hear that noise. That's because Stanley Parable. It's a game that we're playing today. Let's get into it. Now, here's the thing, is that one thing that I know about this fucking game is that already in this loading menu, there are some fucking things. Oh, I haven't done a fucking YouTube intro, have I? Hello, YouTube. We're playing Stanley Parable. Right, hello. Yes, I've played it before. Thank you. Oh, piece of fucking shit. Right. I know we don't have to do this, but you get a pat on the back if you do. Yep, thank you. Here we go. And yeah, it's Ultra Deluxe. Oh, the end is never, the end is never, the end is never, the end is never, the end. Anyway. Anywho. Anyhow. Anywhere. Speak to me.
This is the story of a man named Stanley. Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427.
Crazy hamburger.
Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard.
Like me.
Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what
Is that
employee
minutes or
427 did
milliseconds?
every day of every
That'll be
month
milliseconds
of
as MS.
every year.
Minutes would be
And
like.
although others might have
Probably
considered
stop
it
means.
soul-winning,
Fuck
Stanley
all about it.
relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job. And Stanley was happy.
Oh, isn't that lovely? He was happy.
And then one day,
happy,
something
happy.
very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget.
Crazy.
He had been
That
at
was
his
crazy,
desk for
wasn't
nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow.
Easy day.
No one had
easy
showed
day on
up
the
to
job.
give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happened, this complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time.
How long?
But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
I hate Mondays. Same, bestie. Where's that cock? There.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
It could mean
Stanley
fuck
decided
all.
to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. No
Yeah.
matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-worker.
Pen! Important document. Oh, hello. Whee!
Stanley went around touching every little thing in the office, but it didn't make a single difference, nor did it advance the story in any way.
Isn't there that one achievement for touching a door a bunch of times? Was that this door? I completely forgot. I think I might have already got that, even though I reset all of my data. Get that phone off your computer, you dirty bastard. Was it this one? Or was it this one? Which door was it? Ugh! You can hear me just slamming the fucking keyboard keys loudly. What's going on up there? Ooh.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Why can't I interact with this door? That's crazy. I entered the door on my left. Oops! No, I fucking didn't.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first.
Yeah,
just to
we
admire it.
all don't like 445. I mean, look at that fucking mess. We fucking hate him. He's a cunt. See, 447, much more organised. Much more organised. Yeah, that's where they usually go to have the Wankers Anonymous group. Yeah, see, 450 isn't as bad as 445, but as you can tell, still a bit messy.
Yes, truly a room worth admiring. It had really been worth the detour after all, just to spend a few moments here in this immaculate, beautifully constructed room. Stanley simply
Yes.
stood here,
I'm
drinking
sat
it all
here.
in.
Thank you very much. Oh, I'm drinking absolutely everything, mate. And I mean everything.
Yes, really, really worth it being here in the room.
It is.
A room so utterly captivating that even though all your co-workers have mysteriously vanished, here you sit looking at these chairs and some paintings.
Yeah.
Really worth it.
It is. And the vending machine. You cheeky bugger. Don't neglect
At
the
this
vending
point,
machine.
Stanley's obsession with this room bordered on creepy and reflected poorly on his overall personality. It's possible that this is why everyone left.
Who the fuck do you think you are? You cheeky cunt. Is that it from you?
Stanley sat around
there we
waiting
go.
for more dialogue.
Piece of
When
fuck.
a long time had passed and there was no more, he decided that the game was trying to send him a message.
What if I didn't? What if I just like being in this room? Well, what if I like the ceiling lights and that table over there with the coffee machine and this vending machine and that box and this this weird chair and that painting? Okay, I'll give up. What does this one say? Fuel. Coffee nut. And maybe that's why. This is that's maybe why your it's mine.
But at last, he'd had enough of the amazing room. Took the
yeah,
first
anyway.
open door on his left to get back to business.
Did I or did I not? Oh well, I suppose I didn't. No, I did.
And so he detoured through the maintenance section, walked straight ahead to the opposite door, and got back on track.
Except he didn't. Hell yeah! Hell yeah!
But Stanley didn't want to go back to the office. He wanted to wander about and get even further off track.
Exactly.
So now, in order to get back, he needed to go, from here, it's, left. Oh, no.
Aye!
No, it's to the right. My mistake.
Thank you for fucking glitching out.
No, not the right. Why would I have ever said it was to the right? What was I thinking? It's clearly... Oh, dear. Would you hold on for a minute, please?
Can I not just fucking go back up? Where's the lift?
No, let's
Where's my lift gone? Where's the
left,
fucking lift
down,
gone?
Left, right. Yep. Okay. Yes, I've got it now. This story is absolutely, definitely this way.
Ah!
No. This isn't right at all. You're not supposed to be here yet. This is all a spoiler. Quick, Stanley, close your eyes. Okay. We just have to get back to, oh, who am I kidding? It's all rubbish now.
47.
The whole story completely unusable. How about, rather than waste my time trying to salvage this nonsense, we'll just restart the game from the beginning.
No!
This time, suppose we don't wander so far off track, Okay, from the top.
I don't want to. Ah.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
You
Stanley
porn
decided
watcher,
to go
you.
to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Fucking filthy bastard. Number one dad, my number one wanker. And you fucker.
When Stanley... Wait, what?
Huh?
No, I restarted. I swear, I definitely restarted the game over, completely fresh. Everything should be... Oh, did something change?
Oh, I wonder.
Stanley, did you change anything when we were back in that room with all the monitors? Did you
course not.
move the story somewhere, or...
How the fuck could I do that?
Why am I asking you? I'm the one who wrote the story.
Exactly, you cheeky
We were
bugger.
right here just a minute ago. I know for sure that it's here somewhere. Okay, then. It's an adventure. Come, Stanley. Let's find the story.
Right then. Oh, hello. That was easy. Thank you for that.
I'll say it. This is the worst
Shut the fuck
adventure
up.
I've ever been on. I can promise you there definitely was a story here before. Do we just...
No,
start
no we
beginning
don't,
again?
no we don't, we don't.
Well, I find it unlikely that we'll ever progress by starting over and over again, but it's got to be better than this. Okay,
No,
let's
no,
give it a
no,
shot.
no, it
Why
can't be.
not?
No, it's not better. Aww. I was having so much fun.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
I can't interact with any doors anymore. None of the doors are closing behind me. Except for my office door.
Okay, yep, it's worse.
Eh?
I might be remembering this wrong. It's possible the story is back where we just came from. Why don't we go back the other direction and see if we missed anything?
Okay. Oh. There's an open door there.
Aha! I knew we'd miss something. The story. Here it comes. No, wait, never mind. Not the story. Okay, let's head back the other way and retrace our steps. Now this... Well, I'll be honest, I don't recognize this place at all. Is this the story? I don't think so. I can't quite recall, but I believe my story took place in an office building. Is that correct? Do you remember, Stanley?
No.
Well, do you know what? Since I've completely forgotten what we were supposed to be doing, how about this? You win!
Yeah!
Congratulations! I know you put in a lot of hard work, and it really paid off, so good job.
Thank you.
Oh, no.
What do you mean, oh no? I just won.
About this at all.
Shut the fuck up, I just
We
won.
both know you didn't put in any actual work for that win. Some people win fair and square, and this was not one of those situations.
Yes, it was. I won fair and square.
Getting weirded out by whatever this place is. I don't care what might happen this time. I have to restart.
Wait, is that the right microphone? Yeah. Just had to make sure that I was using the right microphone.
All right,
Oh.
I've got a solution. This time, to make sure we don't get lost, I've employed the help of the Stanley Parable Adventure Line. Just follow the line. How simple is that?
I want to turn off your fucking computer, you cheeky bugger.
You see? The line knows where the story is. It's over in this direction. Onward, Stanley, to destiny. Though, here's a thought. Wouldn't wherever we end up be our destination, even if there's no story there? Or to put it another way, is the story of no destination still a story? Simply by the act of moving forward, are we implying a journey such that a destination is inevitably conjured into being via the very manifestation of the nature of life itself? Whoa. Hang on. That got a bit weird back there. Well, I'd like to apologize. Not sure where I was going with all that.
It's getting
You know
intense.
what? I think what we need right now is a bit of music to lighten the mood.
Very true.
Cut the music. Go back and look at that fern. Stanley, this fern will be very important later in the story.
Wait, I'm streaming.
Make sure you study it closely and
Okay.
remember it carefully. You won't want to miss anything.
Oh, I need to remember this fern. Right, screenshot it or whatever. I'm too lazy. Right. Ba 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 da da ba 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 da. Right.
Wait, what? We're back at the office?
You know, this goes around
No,
here. Wait, huh?
No, line. You
Yeah,
do
this
know
is the
we're looking for the
original
Stanley
line.
Parable, right? The story? Is any of this ringing a bell?
Oh, shut up. This is fun. Ba 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 da da ba da ba.
Oh, no. Not again, line. How could you have done this to us? And after we trusted
It's
you,
the
after everything
story!
we've been through, you... Oh, I can't take this
the
anymore.
story!
Restart.
No! Oh, he's such a spoiled. Can I turn you off? Right, where's that turned on computer in here? It's here, isn't it? Keep forgetting every
You
single
know
time.
what, Stanley? I say forget the adventure
No.
line. What's it ever done for us?
No, I like
We're
the adventure
intelligent
line.
people, right?
I like the adventure
Our own
line.
story. Something exciting, daring, mysterious. Ooh, this all sounds perfectly doable. Why don't we simply start wandering in, well, I don't know. How about this direction?
Fine. If you so
This
insist.
is exciting. Just
Give us the
me and
music
Stanley
again.
Forging a new path, a new story. Well, it could be anything.
Give me the music.
What do you want our story to be?
Music.
Go
I
wild.
want the
Use
music.
your
Oh, I can
imagination.
go
Whatever it might
wild.
be, Stanley, I'm ready for it.
Big, sweaty, oiled up, buff men.
Oh, no,
Oh.
not you again. Stanley, I'd also like to veto the line from having any role in our awesome new story.
Aw.
No lines or monitor rooms. Just don't acknowledge it.
Wee.
We should be fine.
Whee. Back on track. I can't go up there. This fucking line, man, honestly. Game idea.
Ah,
I'm sure they
good
had one of
choice.
those.
We get to make a decision. From here, the story is in our control. How important
totally
we mustn't
accurate
squander the
battle
opportunity. In
Sims
fact,
shit, what do you
believe
mean?
I need a minute to think
Oh.
here. Just walk in circles for a minute.
Totally accurate battle
Okay,
simulator.
So I know that
Um,
each door has to
not
lead
too
somewhere,
sure about
which
that
means
idea.
somewhere
If you
in
have
the place
ideas
where
for
we're
streams,
trying
put it
to
on the
go,
fucking Discord
there
server
must
in
be
the
a
ideas
reverse
section.
door that leads here.
You silly
and
goose.
that in turn means that our destination corresponds with the counter-inverted reverse door's origin. So starting from the right, let us ask, will taking the right door lead us to where we're going? Since the answer is clearly yes, then by all accounts, the
Well,
door on the right is
actually,
the correct one.
You can put your
Another
stream
victory for logic.
suggestions
Come, Stanley.
in the
Our
suggestions
destiny
channel on my Discord
awaits.
server.
Oh, hold up. What's this? The confusion ending. You're telling me that's what this is? It's all one giant ending? And we're supposed to restart the game, what, eight times?
I haven't been doing it for 18 minutes.
That's really how
Okay,
all this
I
goes?
apparently have. It might
It's all
be that I've been doing it.
Determined? So now, according to the schedule, I restart again. Then what? Am I just supposed to forget? Well, what if I don't want to forget? My mind goes blank simply because it's written.
My
on this
mind go my
wall.
mind goes wank.
Well, who consulted
That
me?
was too much
Why don't I
effort
get
for a
to
shit
decide?
joke.
Why don't I get a say in all of this? Is it really? No, it can't be. I don't want it to be. I don't want the game to keep restarting. I don't want to forget what's going on.
Well, shut
I
the
don't want to be
fuck up.
trapped like this. I won't restart the game. I won't do it. I won't do it. I won't do it. And the timer stopped? Does that mean, did we do it? Did we
No.
break the cycle?
No.
The, whatever it is that made
The gods
schedule?
have heard.
How would we even know? Will someone come for us? Will something happen? So, okay.
The gods know about your
Guess
disobedience.
now we just wait. You know, I suppose in some way that this is a kind of story. Wouldn't you agree?
No.
I'm not quite sure if we're in the destination or the journey. though they're always saying that life is
No.
about the journey and not the
No.
destination. So I hope that's where we are right now. We'll find out, won't we? Eventually. Well, in the meantime, if you...
All of his co-workers were gone.
All of his co-workers were gone. What
What
could it mean?
mean?
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps
Perhaps
he had simply missed a memo.
Oh, I bloody... Get that porn off your computer, you fucking horny cunt. You thought you could get away with it as well.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors,
Oh my goodness,
he
I
entered
did it.
the door on his left.
I know, it's crazy, isn't it? I actually did it.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office.
Actually, no, I just sat in the...
broom closet.
Yes.
But there was nothing here.
It's
so
my
he turned
home.
around
It's
and
where I
got
live.
back
It's
on
where I
track.
belong. We love the broom closet. Broom closet, best closet,
There was
best
nothing here.
closet, broom
No
closet.
choice to make, no path to follow. Just an empty broom closet. No reason to still be here.
I don't care. It's the fucking broom closet. Give it some respect, you cheeky bugger.
It was baffling that Stanley was still just sitting in the broom closet.
Broom
He
closet.
wasn't even doing anything.
Don't care.
At least if there was something to interact with, he'd be justified in some way. As it is, he's literally just standing there doing sweet FA.
Yeah, broom closet.
Are you really still in the broom closet?
Does it look like a
Standing around
fucking
doing
left?
nothing? Why? Please offer me some explanation here. I'm genuinely confused.
2 words. Broom closet.
You do realize there's no choice or anything in here, right?
Well, I've got
If
a
I'd
choice
said
to be in here or
Stanley
not in
walked
here.
Past the broom closet, at least you would have had a reason for exploring it to find out. But it didn't even occur to me because literally this closet is of absolutely no significance to the story whatsoever. I never would have thought to mention it. Maybe to you this is somehow its own branching path.
Yes.
Maybe when you go talk about this
Yes.
with your friend, you'll
Yes.
say, "Oh, did you get the broom closet ending? The broom closet ending was my favourite." I hope
The
your
broom
friend's
closet
concerned.
ending was my favourite.
Stanley was fat and ugly and really stupid.
Aw.
He probably only got the job because of a family connection. That's how stupid he is. That or with drug money. Also, Stanley is addicted to drugs and hookers.
Hey, we love Stanley.
Well, I've come to a very definite conclusion about what's going on right now. You're dead.
Oh, I'm supposed to
You
be
got
dead.
this broom
Sorry.
closet, explored it a bit.
New
and
to
were
the
just
job.
about to leave because there's nothing here when a physical malady of some sort shut down your central nervous system and you collapsed on the keyboard. Well, in a situation like this, the responsible thing is to alert someone nearby so as to ensure that your body is taken care of before it begins to decompose.
Okay, so whilst I'm
Hello?
dead... Oh,
Anyone who happens
Oh.
to be nearby, the person at this computer is dead. They have fallen prey to any number of your countless human physiological vulnerabilities. It's indicative of the long-term sustainability of your species. Please remove their corpse from the area and instruct another human to take their place, making sure they understand basic first-person video game mechanics and filling them in on the history of narrative tropes in video gaming, so that the irony and insightful commentary of this game is not lost on them. All right, when you've done that, just step out into the hallway.
oh, sorry. Yeah, let me just take my body into the whatever. Anyway, he talks about humans and the vulnerabilities of your species. That means that the voice in the sky isn't human. Why is this part so shiny? It's so shiny. Is that it? Fuck you.
Ah, You too? Unbelievable. I'm at the mercy of an entire species of invalids. Perhaps there's a monkey nearby you can hand the controls to.
Oh.
Fish? Fungus? Look, you can hammer out the details. I'm not particularly picky. I'll just be waiting for when you're ready to pick up the story again.
Right, fuck off now.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
No, I don't like that ending. Hello. What's this then? Fire hole. Hose. Fire hose. Right. I'll go up the steely stairs to my boss's office. Actually, I'll go to the bathroom. To be rich. Is it a crime? To commit crimes, isn't it, Rich? What a life if it would... A fucking cunt. What a life it would be to have to pick just one. A rich criminal? Oh, sounds like Elon Musk and all the fucking others. No! What's in here? Yes, 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 yes. Stanley? Oh, we didn't say that. He's getting louder. Getting bored now. Blood's going crazy on the mic.
Nothing but Mellotron.
Right, I'm bored of this. Business strategy. Business strategy, yeah. Take the... I am the most expensive boss. Congratulations, you're also very messy. It's a picture of your mother. Doors monthly, hell yeah, we love doors. I'm not supposed to say outdoors, but that doesn't matter. Fine, I'll leave the lift.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this, what dark secret was being held from him. What he could not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number, 2845. But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this. Yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to input the correct code by sheer luck. Amazing. He stepped into the newly opened passageway.
Did I? Oh, thank you for telling me. I didn't know what I was supposed to do next. Bloody hell. Boring. So this is like the normal story, except we got a bit funky by standing in the lift for about 5 minutes.
Descending deeper into the building, Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar. It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job. Why did he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him? This question would not go unanswered for long.
Oh, sorry. I forgot my testicles upstairs here.
Never mind. Stanley actually got back into the elevator and went back up. Silly me.
Yeah, silly you.
Why did Stanley do that when he knew that it would just lead back to his boss's office?
Well, I accidentally left my
that's a
testicles up
great
there.
Question. I just can't wait to find out. Here we are, Stanley. It's your boss's office. Exactly the way it was before you got onto the elevator. It's still just exactly what it is.
Alright.
What a decision you've made to come up here and look at the office again. This is
Yeah, I didn't leave my testicles up here, actually.
In new and fascinating
think they're
ways
down there.
I could have never anticipated. It's that keen eye for storytelling that you have. An incisive rapid fire of critical plot points, one after the other, weaving a rich tapestry of uncompromising narrative. Wow.
I know.
I'm bolted to the edge of my seat.
You're very welcome. Anyway, yeah. I think actually they're down here.
Incredible. Now he's getting back into the elevator and going down again. Ladies and gentlemen, how does he keep coming up with all of this?
I know. How does he keep coming up with all of this? I want to find out as well.
Surely this time Stanley will walk forward into the spooky corridor, won't he?
I wouldn't be too sure about
we
that.
were going to go forward down the spooky corridor? No. It's time once again to go back up in the elevator.
Obviously.
I can't even begin to grapple with what might be up there. Is it the boss's office again? Or what if it's the boss's office this time? The suspense is killing me.
I know. Oh, what could possibly be up here? Whoa. Oh my goodness.
Oh my God. It's the boss's office. This absolutely changes everything for me.
I know.
Give me a time out here for a minute while I process.
Oh. It's crazy. Genuinely. Who would have believed it? That it was the boss's office. I would never have guessed.
I'm ready.
I know.
I'm prepared to embrace this stunning revelation and to move forward with... No, wait. No, I need more time to process.
Yeah, it's quite necessary, really. It's difficult to process that it was the boss's office at the top all along. Ooh. Honestly, it's difficult, but we'll get there. We just gotta hold on. We just gotta stick with it, you know.
I have fully come to terms with it.
Are you sure?
I have space in my worldview for this astonishing new reality. As before, I turn to your expert eye for gripping narrative, Master Stanley.
Thank you. Now, are we ready? Are you done processing, you pussy? Right. Now.
Of course. Going back down in the elevator.
Obviously.
How did I not anticipate it? I mean, sure, now it's obvious, but you have to understand that 30 seconds ago, this kind of thing had never been attempted before.
It's
I had
crazy.
no frame of reference to even anticipate it. That's just how revelatory Stanley's decision-making is. A breath of fresh air in a landscape of storytelling that has grown stale and repetitive.
Thank you. Stale and repetitive, you cheeky cunt. Right, here we go. Actually, is that all the dialogue from him now? I think that's all the dialogue we're getting from him. Boring.
You know what? I've just thought of something. Hold on, let's stop for a moment. Don't you realize? It's the anticipation, Stanley. You and I, we have no way of knowing what will be at the top of this elevator. But the suspense,
I know.
the agony of waiting and anticipating and having to guess, that's the real thrill. Oh, I simply don't want to let that feeling go. It's so precious, so fleeting. Why don't we take this elevator ride nice and slow?
You know what? I can agree on that
There
one.
we go. Isn't this so much more exciting? You know, Stanley, it seems like nowadays the only thing that audiences want is to be shocked as loudly and frequently as possible.
It's
They
true.
want big, explosive moments flung right in their faces
Yeah.
from the very moment that things get started.
Too true.
But where's the tension? Where's the trust in the audience to build a slow and nuanced appreciation for the story, the characters?
Exactly.
Why aren't we given time to imagine the surprises? To have to think and to anticipate and then to marvel at the eventual reveal. This is storytelling, Stanley.
You're saying what
you
we're
and
all
I
thinking,
are doing
man.
right now. This is the most exciting narrative to be developed in years, and it's really all because of you. You're the one who took this bold step of revisiting the exact same locations over and over. Truly, I mean it. This is unique and different. It's not like anything else out there. You see, I want stories that surprise me, Stanley. I want to have to think. I want to be engaged and not pandered to. We're being fed such unimaginative drivel all the time, and we all know it, which is why we're so starved for content that makes us feel sharp and vital and alive. That's why people like you so much, Stanley. Because you're not afraid to spit in the face of tradition.
Oh,
You're
I'll
good,
shit in the face
you
of
know.
it.
People look up to you. Which
Good.
is why... Oh, I didn't know when to spring this on you, but, well, I've gathered a little press conference for you.
Oh,
so that you can
have
talk
you?
about your work and your storytelling and your life. Yes, I know you're not much for the public eye, but I thought it would especially mean a lot to the people who have been following you from the beginning.
Oh,
they
wonderful.
really look up to you, Stanley. I don't know if you realize the impact you have on them. This is the kind of gesture that might leave a tremendous impact on them for the better. Oh, good, we're here.
Yippee! Can I go back down?
Okay.
No!
The room where we're holding the press conference should be just around the corner here
Oh,
somewhere.
I wanna go back down. Well, all eyes on Stanley, live on stage. World's healthiest human being, all tricks revealed. Wow. How we did it, the pyramids. Just a guy in a hard hat. He did it. Live, the guy who went to Mars. Wow, did he now? An evening with world peace, baby. I'd fucking punt that little piece of shit off a fucking building.
Ah, yes. Here it is, just through this door.
The storyteller. Stanley reveals all in his new book. Thank you. I do indeed. The Stanley Parables. Stanley. The man, the process, the myth, the legend, the parable. Stanley from the Stanley Parable tonight live on stage. A Q&A with the world's first sentient machine. God help us all. A conversation with Alexander the Great. How did they do that?
All right, are you ready? I've told them you're going to speak a little bit about the nature
Stanley
of surprise
Ryder.
in storytelling.
Come!
And what it means to craft a truly unpredictable narrative. Oh, don't worry. You'll do great. Just be yourself and speak from the heart. I'm really proud of you, Stanley. Okay, it looks like they're ready for you. Go get 'em.
I'm not ready yet. What does that say? Up again, down again. That's clever. Wish you were here. Aloha from the Freedom ending. Narrator Airlines official. Oh, I played the demo. Adventure awaits. 8. I went to the mind control facility, and all I got was this lousy sticker. Remember where you came from, my co-workers. Thank you. Oh, can I play some little golf? What does the back of this book say? If I can read that. An unforgiving account of ups as well as downs, highs and lows. Isn't that what life's about? Wow. Story, Stanley, me, David 86. Thanks for showing me that cool skateboard trick in the parking lot. You are too cool. Good luck on stage. Rock on. Break a leg, champ. From the boss. Crazy. No one tells stories the way you do. Go get 'em, Tiger. Break a leg, champ. Again from the boss. I love the way you ride elevators. Thank you. Thank you. Stanley, my true love for you grows every day. You make me feel alive. Your wife from the apartment ending. Thank you for clarifying which ending that's from. Wow. The dude who came up with pizza. Sorry, they speak to fucking God. The Lord meet and greet, and then there's me. Ah. I know. Thank you. Yeah. I love your mother. You specifically, that I'm in love with your mother. Thank you very much. Absolutely amazing. Couldn't have gone better. Let's just do the normal ending for now.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
This breaks my game.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
It breaks the game because you try and do a lot of the new content shit, and it fucks up.
There was not a
Which is
person here
why I'm
either.
back here again on
Feeling
a
wave of
clean slate.
disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office. Oh no, no, not again. I won't be part of this. I'm not going to encourage you. I'm not going to say anything at all. I'm just going to be patient and wait for you to finish whatever it is you enjoy doing so much in this room.
I actually have a
Please
wank.
Take your time.
I have a wank into here. Right.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Yep, I did. What does it say in the bathroom this time? Because the boss knows that what the boss says goes. If the bosses suffered losses, then that's what the boss chose. Because the boss knows that what the boss says goes. If the bosses suffered losses, then that's what the boss chose. Crazy hamburger. Extreme bathrooms. Have you ever been hit by a wet spaghetti noodle by a girlfriend because she's got a twin sister and you got confused and fucked her dad?
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. What could it mean? Stanley wondered aloud to nobody. Stanley was in such a rush to get through the story as quickly as possible, he didn't even have a single minute to just let the narrator talk. That kind of anxiety isn't healthy.
Don't care.
So he relaxed for a few moments with some calming New Age music. Feeling soothed and rejuvenated, Stanley calmly walked forward into the opened passageway.
Do we go up and down again? I think it's probably best that we just go down this time. We'll do it. We're doing the proper story.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility. Although this passageway had the word escape written on it, the truth was that at the end of this hall, Stanley would meet his violent death.
Yeah, I know that you actually
But of course,
do.
Stanley thought better of it and realized he simply had too much to live for. Nope, still on board with death?
I would let out the loudest moan if I was in this fucking
The
room.
lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself.
Well, I didn't.
Did he have the strength to find out?
Numbers on a piece of paper. Oh, fuck it. You know.
Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee.
It's
in the
me.
building, Stanley's co-workers.
He's
The
a judge
lives
of the
so many
Squid Game.
individuals
It's
reduced to
really
images
sweet.
on a screen, and Stanley, one of them,
Squid Game for real, for
eternally
real.
monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
Employee 427. I swear I've lived. It's right there. Oh my goodness. That's my computer. Netflix have released the reality TV version of Squid Game. It's quite fun. Aren't they like being sued or some shit? Because some people have permanent nerve damage and got hypothermia. Supposedly. Why does it
This
go down
mind
there like
control
that?
facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time?
Nah.
Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job?
It's not
that
boring.
his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly?
It wasn't blindly. The computer told me how to feel, and I think that's sensible.
No. He refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never. It was unthinkable.
Never.
Wasn't it? Was it even possible?
Yeah.
Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world?
Blind to the world.
But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions.
Wow.
Happy, or sad, or content. Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life.
Thank you
For
for.
he would dismantle the controls once
Yeah, it's
and
a
for
story of a
all.
man named Stanley. He's quite a boring little fucking fella, I'll tell you that much. Is there something that I'm actually supposed to do in this room? Because there are buttons. I've pressed button 1 and 2. Over here, you've got a button 5. There's that one up there. What's over here? Ah, button 3. Right, now button 4 is up here, but there's something blocking the way, isn't there? Fuck it. I think that thing opens when you accidentally turn it back on instead of turning it off once and for all.
And when at last he found...
Fuck it. I was just speedrunning this one, really. Well, not really speedrunning, but you know, just completing the story normally after I've already fucked about a bit, and then we're gonna just fucking see where the next gameplay takes us.
and a rising chill of uncertainty. Was it over?
Crap me back.
Yes. He had won. He had defeated the machine. Unshackled himself from someone else's command. Freedom was mere
Yeah, he's a normal
moments
fella.
away.
Complete it normally. Do the normal
yet-
stuff, you know?
Even as the immense door slowly opened, Stanley reflected on how many puzzles still lay unsolved. Where had his co-workers gone? How had he been freed from the machine's grasp? What other mysteries did this strange building hold? But as sunlight streamed into the chamber, he realized none of this mattered to him.
Exactly.
For it was not knowledge or even power that he had been seeking, but happiness. Perhaps his goal had not been to understand, but to let go. No
Let
longer
it
would
go.
anyone tell him where to go, what to do, or how to feel. Whatever life he lives, it will be his. And that was all he needed to know. It was perhaps the only thing worth knowing.
What do you mean, south of the
Stanley
border?
stepped through the open door.
Do I know you?
Stanley felt the cool breeze upon his skin, the feeling of liberation, the immense possibility of the new path before him.
I'm so confused. Am I
This was
supposed to know
exactly the
something?
way, right now,
I'm stupid.
that things were meant to happen. And Stanley was happy.
Ah. We did, but right now it's not too bad. Weather's not too fucking terrible, I'll tell you that much. Which is a bit annoying, because I prefer it when the weather's terrible. Because then I don't have just these fucking beams of sun in my fucking room that heats it up. As much as it's bloody freezing outside, my room becomes a fucking
All of
oven.
his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley
Right.
decided to go to the meeting room.
Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. You're not usually on.
Oh, new content?
To
What
pray
does that
for the
mean?
sun.
New
The sun
content.
god. Yeah. It's annoying. The weather recently has been a little fucking bipolar, to say the least. La la la.
Hello, and thank you for playing the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe.
That's the voice
As you
from
may
the
know,
Five Nights at
Stanley
Freddy's, isn't it?
Parable was a video game released in 2013 on home computers.
It sounds like the...
After receiving critical and commercial success, it was expanded upon in 2022 with the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, a reimagining of the game for consoles and home computers. The
Sounds a lot like that one
Parable
voice.
Ultra Deluxe features exciting new content that broadens and expands the world of the Stanley Parable, delighting audiences the world over.
Who asked? Me, bitch.
Please step inside and see
50
what
plus
thrilling
mile
new
per hour
adventures
winds.
await in
I'm
the
from
Stanley
Wales.
Parable
That's just
Ultra
fucking normal
Deluxe.
shit where
Oh, well,
I was
this
from.
sounds delightful. I'm very excited
that
to see
way?
the thrilling new Ultra
50 plus
Deluxe
mile per hour
content.
is a bloody good summer day there.
Okay, so far it's an elevator.
But in England, you don't
I'm
get
sure
that, so
it's
these
just the
motherfuckers
beginning
are
of
just
a
having panic attacks
mesmerizing
to like fucking
adventure.
10 mile per hour. Oh, the wind's gonna be 10 miles per hour. Hello?
Is it broken? What's going on here? Should we be moving somewhere or... Oh, here we go. All right, finally, at long last, it's on to the new content. I've
Yes!
never been more ready. Let's do it.
60 mile... Yeah, fucking 70 mile per hour wind was
Say
normal.
Initial impressions of Stanley Parable
If I'm
Ultra
correct.
Deluxe. Mostly
It's been
tedious.
years.
It's as if Oh, okay. Let's see the content.
Yeah,
Give me
fucking-
the content, Stanley.
If I was pure English, I'd kill myself. Jump circle!
All right, let's see. It's the jump circle.
It's not really a circle, is it? I'm keeping my jumps.
Is that it?
I'm keeping 30
Surely
jumps.
That's not all the new content. There has to be something else, right? Goodness, another elevator. Stanley, I have to say, initial impressions of this game are not positive.
They're not
it's
too
just
positive.
elevators and jumping.
It's
Is
nuts.
this what passes for exciting
I like
new
nuts.
content? If this is new content, then I could just read you the whole dictionary. There's 20 hours of new content right there.
Do it.
I could counter 30 trillion.
I dare
You
you.
could put that on the box. The Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, now with over 1,000 hours of new content. And oh, wait. There's more. Very good. Yes. I knew there had to be something else. Let's see it. I'm ready for whatever it is.
Keep dry. What if I come... I'll piss on it, whatever. Yeah!
That's it? Oh, you've got to be kidding me. You see, Stanley? This is what happens when
I am
greedy
the
video
sign.
game developers
I'm
with
the
no respect
sign.
for their fan base rush a cheap expansion to market for no reason other than to make an easy dollar. And don't get me started on the level of craftsmanship that's gone into it. In fact, I'm looking right now at the game's achievements, and it's hard to believe one of them actually says, "Test achievement, please ignore." What quality
I know,
assurance department
crazy.
signed off on this? I'm infuriated and I'm offended, and I intend to find these people on Twitter and hold them personally accountable. It's my fault, Stanley.
Yeah, it's
I
not
built up
Twitter
too
anymore,
much
it's
anticipation
X.
around the new content, I'm afraid.
It's
it
X,
could never
and
have
it's
lived up to such
very,
expectations.
very racist.
If you're still with me, why don't we just reset the game and we'll try to get back to what the Stanley Parable is really about. No frills, no gimmicks. Just you and me having a great time together like always.
Oh, I'll have a great time with you. Thank you for the follow, my Lord Omega. Oh, twice. Oh, well, doesn't this look fancy? I actually wonder what is up here.
Stanley, come over here. In
Oh,
the
it's just
vent.
normal, okay.
I want to show you something.
Thank you. I try to be. Alright, what's he showing me? Has he got his cock out again? He does this. He drags me through a vent and he's just standing there and he's like, "What do you think?" And it's like, put it away, mate. This is the 400th time this month. I'm just trying to get on with work.
Okay, you remember how cheap and unsatisfying the new Ultra Deluxe content turned out to... Well, it got me thinking about the past and how much better the Stanley Parable used to be. So I made something special and tucked it away here where the game's developers won't find it. Just our little secret. Take a look. I call it the Memory Zone.
Yeah.
It's where I've been storing all my favorite
well, actually, I
memories so
can't
can
jump. You can
relive
only
the
jump
peak
in
experiences of
circles.
my life whenever I want.
And I'm keeping
Like
that
the launch of the Stanley
because
Parable on PC. You see, Stanley,
because of
doesn't Memory
the
Zone remind you of
infinite
how
hole.
wonderful Stanley Parable was before it was sullied with a cheap re-release. Remember back in October of 2013 when the game originally launched?
Wow.
Back then,
I know,
video
isn't it
games
crazy?
had integrity. Back then, it all meant something. Oh, the waste.
The infinite hole. Everyone's already wasted their jumps, so they can't get back out. I've never seen anybody actually keep their jumps so they can get back out.
And over here is where I keep reviews of the Stanley Parable. Like this stunning triumph of games journalism, 10 out of 10 from Destructoid.com. James Stephanie Sterling writes, and I quote, "We're so many
I've
games
played
that aspire
it
to be
before,
more than
but I
games
got to a
end up
point
less
where it
than
just
any
stopped
form
fucking
of art.
rendering,
Stanley
so I couldn't
Parable
proceed.
strives and then succeeds to be every
And so I've
game
reset,
ever
and it's
created.
like I want to
you
know
hear
what
that,
happens.
Every game ever created. That's how grand and all-encompassing the original Stanley Parable was. It was literally every game ever created. It was Skyrim, it was Persona 3, it was all of them, and now it's nothing. It's no games at all. It isn't even the Stanley Parable anymore. It's just a husk now. A lifeless husk with an hour of new elevator content.
I know, isn't it? Isn't it depressing? Well, what's down here? Knowing your city. There's a cock on that image. There's definitely a way to get in there. There is absolutely a game in there. Person of the Year. I don't think Stanley from the Stanley Parable was. I love cocks.
Here's another moving passage, this time from GameSpot.com. The Stanley Parable is both a richly stimulating commentary on the nature of choice in games and one that offers some of the most enjoyable, surprising, and rewarding choices I've ever been confronted with in a game. 9 out of 10. Don't you
Carpet
get it, Stanley?
textures.
The game was perfect. It didn't need anything else. It
Oh,
didn't
it's
need
fucking
new
brilliant.
content. It just needed to be left alone.
Box.
To spend the rest of time collecting dust
Where did I
in the
see
hallowed
box?
hall of beloved
I read
video
SDK
game
as a
memories.
box. I don't even have dyslexia. Well, how did I read SDK as box? What the fuck is wrong with me? Okay, how do I get through here? Oh, it's the serious room. Well,
These were simpler times, Stanley. But I wouldn't give to go back to have it all over again. Wait, hang on. I don't recall this part of the memory zone before.
screwdriver!
Guess what's
Oi!
here? Oh no. Oh God, no. Stanley, it's a collection of reviews from Steam, the online video game distributor.
yeah, I don't
I haven't
fucking
looked
know.
at these in years.
I'm
I
a
can't even
concerning
imagine what's
creature.
been collecting down here. Surely these reviews were glowing as well, weren't they?
Yeah, surely.
Honestly, I could not be bothered to play this game to full completion. The narrator is
Treason.
obnoxious and unfunny, with his humor and dialogue proving to be more irritating than
Unfunny?
entertaining. Unfunny! I'm not trying to be funny. I'm trying to make a serious work of art. I suppose I could write up a handful of gags to insert into the Stanley Parable, but the game is already such a densely layered web of profound philosophical
Steam
insights
reviews.
that I can't even imagine where I'd have the room to stick them.
I fucking love the narrator.
Okay, let's see what this one says.
Let's have a look.
While the idea for the game is good, for someone who prefers non-linear games, this preachiness gets annoying fast. Preachy? Stanley? I'm not preachy, am I? You can tell me if I'm preachy. Honestly, you can. Oh, goodness.
His voice
It's
is the
actually quite
perfect
shocking for me.
narrator voice.
Well, to be honest, I had always thought of the game's dialogue as being rather terse to begin with. You can't know how much fluff I cut from the game to get it to feel as light and airy as it... Well, I always thought it did.
AI steal his
Maybe it
voice.
wasn't.
Genuinely. Well,
Yeah. What
someone's
an
got
awful
to have
memory
done
I
that.
have to hold on to. These black marks are my otherwise unimpeachable track record. I feel like a failure. Like I let
Oh,
these people
don't
down.
feel like that, mate.
Perhaps the Stanley Parable isn't quite as sterling as I always remembered. What's this one got to say? You constantly have to stop doing anything.
Yeah,
so the narrator
absolutely.
Can catch up with his long-winded
I mean, literally just
explanations
take
of
all
what's
of the
happened.
fucking voice lines from
wish
the
there was a
Stanley
skip
Parable
button.
and train an AI on it.
A skip button. Well,
Cookie
well,
Nines review that
yes, I think
one.
we can do that. If I'm
How
truly
many
too
hours?
preachy, then
9.8.
maybe letting you skip ahead for just a moment, surely it couldn't hurt.
Just a
Not if
moment.
it means we can strike these negative reviews from the record. Only positive reviews
Whoa.
of the Stanley Parable. That's my motto today, and it's always been my motto. I'd do anything.
These
for
holes
the
are like-
customer, Stanley.
are
Yes,
like
a
me,
skip button we shall have.
Me when... Oh, door. What the fuck? Hi, yoink, Scuba. I accidentally stepped into the void.
And here it is. Go ahead and give it a shot. I'll pop you forward in time so that the second my incessant droning starts to boil,
I don't know what you're talking
push
about.
of
I
a
wasn't
button,
going anywhere.
you'll have zipped right past it. It's what the players have been asking for.
Is
and
it?
I'm very proud to have delivered.
Thank
no
you.
more listening to me rambling on and on and on. No, 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 no.
Absolutely
the Stanley
not.
Parable is a game for the people. And if
Definitely.
the people want silence, then by goodness, that's what they're going to get.
Absolutely.
Well, don't sit around waiting for me to shut up. Go ahead and make me shut up.
Why?
Here, we'll pretend that I've just begun an interminable monologue, and it goes something like this.
I play
The
just
story
whatever the
and
fuck.
choices, or what have you,
Just whatever
and
I
therefore,
feel
by
like.
becoming it is, so on and so forth, until inevitably, we all until the end of time, at which time
We all
everything
until
all
the
once
end of
so.
time.
Now you see, blah 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 blah. We've eaten too much, and it can't be just yet. No, no, until 245. That the logic of elimination working backwards, the deduction therefore becomes impossible to manufacture.
Does it?
It went on for nearly 10,000 years, until just yesterday, here and there, forward and back, and never a moment before lunchtime. It can't be. It's
I
the only
just
thing
I
there
just
is.
play
How many
whatever
billions left
shooting
until
games,
so much more than
games
forever
like this,
ago,
Five Nights at
which
Freddy's.
is why
I play
say
a lot of Five Nights at Freddy's.
the story and the
but-
choices, or what have you,
You
and
know.
therefore by becoming it is, so
I
on
just
and
play
so forth,
really
until
whatever.
inevitably we
So then
all
I'm not
until the
relying
end
on
of
one
time,
game
at which time everything all at
to
once.
help
so
me.
now you see, blah 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 blah. We've eaten too much and it can't
It
be
just
yet.
loops.
No, until 200.
It just loops.
Oh, you're back, you see. You were only frozen in time for a few minutes, but it was plenty of time for me to deliver a long, rambling monologue full of unnecessary verbal flourishes and lengthy ruminations on the nature of choice in video games. Of course, I happen to believe...
Yeah, you left it for an hour
You
once.
really did catch me rambling on a bit, didn't you? But that's the
Oh,
part
fair
of the
enough.
button. The minute I start to go off on a thoughtless display of self-absorption, it's right at your fingertips to go poof, and it's all over. Boom,
Poof! And it's all over.
Okay, welcome back, Stanley. Now, I should say that the amount of time the button has been
Yeah.
skipping through is becoming longer and longer. That last
You
one was-
don't really
well,
have an option.
I want to say maybe 30, 45...
Well, you do have an option,
It's not
but you're just going to hear him
unendurable
looped
by
on and
any
on,
means, but it's-
rambling.
Well, there's really only so much I can ramble on to myself about. I know, it's shocking, isn't it? But
Oh,
anyway,
well.
I do suggest...
I could ramble on for hours and hours
Stanley,
about anything.
Stanley, please don't push the button again. It's been 12 hours.
Ooh!
You've just been frozen there. I don't know why the skips are getting longer, but they're
Where
really
is the door?
truly getting longer. And my God, there's no way out of the room. Stanley, the door is gone. It's completely gone.
Oh,
I've looked at it from every angle. I've checked every one of those walls 1,000 times. And there's no door, Stanley.
that's
There's no
crazy.
door. There's just you and the button. And if you keep pressing it, I have no idea what will happen.
know.
I have no idea how long I'll be made to sit here. And more
It's absolutely crazy.
Stanley, you're back. You're back.
It's
Oh, my
beginning to
goodness.
die.
I have someone to talk to again. Stanley, I think it's been a week.
A week?
2 weeks.
Hmm?
I've been sitting here all that time. Oh, hello. It's you. You're here again. Welcome.
Thank
I
you.
have
Oh,
had time to
dead.
think about you and about us and about everything we've been
The
through.
plant's
I've
dead.
had so much time, I stopped keeping track after a year. Have you ever sat down in one
Clock
place
no
and
longer
not moved
works.
for one entire year? Let me describe it for you.
Oh, go
To
ahead.
begin with, there is only regret.
Oh, what a shame. What an actual shame. So sad to hear that. Genuinely. It really upsets me to hear that. It gets quite eerie at this point. There's got to be something. But I think the narrator isn't human, because in the broom closet, when he says that you fucking died, he speaks about humans and your species and that sort of shit. So there can't really be any relationship.
But they didn't understand the game was never meant to be funny. It was meant to have a point. It was meant to speak to the human condition. But where are the jokes? Where are the jokes? They bemoaned, they screamed, they gnashed their teeth and said, entertain us. It wasn't enough. They had to leave a pathetic little thumbs-down review and make all of their pitiful demands.
Oh,
but then,
I
he's
want an
talking too
alien to
much,
probe
they say.
me.
First, he didn't entertain us, now he won't shut up. It's the inconsistency, it's the lack of accountability, it's the unwillingness to examine with an uncompromising heart the words that they are speaking into the world. As though there were no consequences for a lack of cohesion in one's assessment of others. But of course, absolutely anyone can leave a review. So here's what we get. We get these demands that seek everything and are accountable to nothing. We get a world where someone will say, oh, there should be a skip button.
Yeah.
You should be able to freeze Stanley in place while the narrator sits there forever and ever. We want all of this in the new Stanley Parable. We demand it. And then, because
We
it was
demand
said,
it.
because it was spoken, now it simply
Has to happen. Yeah.
the most immediate desires. Every single thing demanded by every person
Until the
at every
proper
moment
sharp
in time.
bits.
If
That's a
someone
good
wants it,
point.
then it's a crime not to bring it into being. Have we been given to indulging every fleeting whim for no reason other than to do so? Yes! Yes! It seems that this is now the world we live in. It seems that we are a people living in such bleakness and discomfort with ourselves that our entertainment is now our lives. It has come to represent us. It absolutely must speak to who we are as people. Because
Too
otherwise,
true.
without our entertainment, we have nothing.
Nothing.
Without entertainment, we would have to face inward toward the cruel bleakness inside ourselves.
It is quite
We would
bleak.
turn to look at our deeper nature and find a resounding emptiness gazing back with unyielding aggression. And so because of this, we require that our amusements and our playthings and
Oh,
our
what's
flights
been
of fancy
fucking... Sorry. Something was put in the chat and Automod wasn't happy about it. Oh, buttholes. Starting to think the aliens have probed enough. Onto other
He's
holes.
so impossibly
Wow.
captivating that they consume all of our attention. Turn
There
our
are
heads
some people
completely
who are
away
into that
from the
kind of thing.
bleakness. In effect,
not one
we
of
have
them.
demanded that our entertainment be the collapse of ourselves. What a
Wow.
pitiful reflection of humanity these entertainments are. What
It's
a shameful
true.
mirror to the human spirit they project.
Very
I'm not
shameful.
mad. I'm not mad about any of this. I'm at peace with it. I am the calm center of gravity around which these perversions hurl themselves. I am a waypoint for reasonable and collected discourse. They're the ones who are mad.
They
They're
are.
the ones who couldn't stand the idea of me using my game to try to say something. Maybe they were just jealous of me. Yes. Yes, of course.
Yeah.
They've been jealous of me this whole time.
You go, King.
They
They've
are
been
mired
jealous.
in fear and insecurity, and cannot help but attempt to tear me down. What a sad state of affairs. When you read these
Very
reviews
true.
now, you can see it. You can taste the bitter resentment. And my, how good does it feel now to speak truth to these words, to finally allow these thoughts out, contained and managed for so long, neutered and sterilized. At last I am free to truly think, to feel. It must be that they were so discontent with themselves, they couldn't help but leave a negative review on Steam.
It's true.
Perhaps it says far more about them than it ever said about me.
Maybe.
Perhaps the state of their psychological being was in such tatters, and my constitution and willpower are so ironclad in comparison. Perhaps it was this state that they sought some outlet through which to tear me down.
Absolutely.
This, you can see, is clearly why they felt the need to expect that the game be funny, that it be filled with yucks and whimsical humor.
Whimsical
that it
humor.
amused them endlessly from start to finish. But they didn't understand the game was never meant to be funny. It was meant to have a point. It was meant to speak to the human condition.
No,
But
that's
where
where
are the
they've
jokes? Where are
looped.
the jokes?
That's
They
where
moaned,
they've
they
looped
screamed,
it.
they gnashed their teeth and said, "End."
They really... He was on an absolute yapathon. Who's had a piss? I can fucking hear you.
The end is never the
End
end.
is
Is
never
never
the
the
end,
end.
is
Is
never
never
the
the
end,
end.
is
Is
never
never
the
the
end.
end.
Oh,
Is never
goodness,
the
what
end.
does it say?
Is never the end. 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 Is never the end.
Absolutely.
Is never the end.
Yeah, the ads are fucking annoying. I hate the ads. Get an ad block. Genuinely, I don't want you to watch ads. I don't want you to watch ads. So get an ad block. The only reason I've got ads is so that I can get 55% of the revenue. Otherwise, Twitch takes 70%. Who's having a fucking piss then, mate? That's a bit fucking rude. I reckon it'd be a bit rude they'd be pissing in the corner of the room. There's gotta be like Stanley Parable narrator AI voice. That'd be pretty fucking epic. Make him read the Bible. Make the Stanley Parable AI voice read the Bible. Anyway. Oh. Thank you for the sub. Thank you so much. We've now got to endure this little fucking never gonna give you up, by the way. Thank you so much. We're no strangers to... Oh. Oh, it's doing it twice. Because on one of the other fucking things, there's two. There's technically two fucking alert things. So, and there's just massive delay. They don't play at the same time. So we've got to endure this mess. And it's like... Here we go. It was the longest that I could put it as, but thank you so much for your subscription. Thank you. it makes an absolute mess. So, yeah. Whenever anyone subscribes, it plays Never Gonna Give You Up twice at about a 15-second delay. Yeah, but thank you so much for the subscription. I truly appreciate it. Who's buzzing in my ear? Thank you so much. And remember, I did do an interview with Sam Taylor recently, if that interests you, and he pissed off a couple people with some of his opinions. On my Instagram, I posted the reel, whatever. I mean, you can't not like cock. You gotta love him. I love me a fair share of penis. But I recently did an interview with Sam Taylor, and I posted a clip on Instagram and TikTok. The one on Instagram has gotten over 100,000 views, and people aren't too happy with his opinion. So, and fuck knows how I keep managing to get an interview with Sam Taylor. 1.8 million followers on TikTok, and I have 215 on Twitch. A bit of disbalance there, but you know, you look at it and you see, it's all foresty and grown and overgrown. It's very, you know, end of the. You don't know who he is. Fair play. He does tailoring on TikTok. He makes suits and shit. See what happens. Is this nighttime or is this just the end of the fucking world? Because we keep going, it really does take us to the end of the world. It's quite cool, I'd say so. I mean, the follower goal is because an actor who acted in Birdemic, who is the who acted in Birdemic, which is the worst rated film ever. He wants me to be at 500 followers on Twitch for him to do an interview with me. I'm supposed to leave, but I have a suit and I think it's quite cool. I'm not too opposed to wearing suits. But it's not like I would just casually wear a suit. It's like, no, there needs to be a purpose for it. I want to walk up the building. Yeah. Fair enough. Can't blame you. I don't have like a uniform or whatever because I'm in college. I don't have a uniform. But when I went to a conference start of October, I was like, I'm gonna get a fucking suit. And not high prices for the suit that I got, and it's quite nice. It was quite high, but when it's compared to
what could it mean?
Getting it properly.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Thank you. But when it comes to getting a suit properly tailored, then no, it wasn't as expensive because I didn't get a suit tailored. Oh, new content. Don't mind if I do.
Yes, I have something very exciting to show you.
Enlighten me. Fair enough. I don't even know all my fucking measurements, to be honest. I don't know. I look at one and I was like, oh, that looks good. And I interviewed Mr. Taylor, or should I say Mr. Malwani, wearing the suit that I have.
I've been reflecting on the Stanley Parable and about how roundly disappointing this Ultra Deluxe version has turned out to be. The original Stanley Parable was a landmark, and any new content for it should live up to that legacy. So forget this Ultra Deluxe nonsense. I say we take it one step even further.
Let's go.
Which is why I'm very proud to announce for the first time ever...
It went quite well. You can watch it up on the Twitch after this stream. You can watch the edited YouTube video. Click the link tree attached to the profile, and it's on my main YouTube channel. The edited down stream. It's 1 hour long,
Yes, you see, isn't this far
edited.
superior to a measly re-release
The
with
full
a few
thing is 2
minor
hours.
additions? Think of all the new territory
Quite
we'll cover
long.
with a fully fledged sequel.
But the full
An
stream will be up on
entirely new
YouTube
experience,
tomorrow.
built from the
Anyway,
ground
so
up.
after I'm done
Wondrous
streaming, by all
possibilities.
means,
It could
go off
in
and watch
so
that.
many different directions. This is what fans have truly been asking for.
2. Dos. They didn't put Welsh. They didn't put the Welsh on it. Pitiful.
Calling it the Stanley Parable 2 is just so much catchier than Ultra Deluxe, don't you think? Ultra Deluxe? What does it even mean?
I
But the
know.
Stanley Parable
Fucking Ultra
2,
Deluxe
now
is
that's
stupid.
an artistic statement right there. It's future-oriented. It screams progress and innovation and long-term franchising potential.
Yeah, you gotta watch what you can. I'm live at 9:45 a.m. every Saturday. The schedule's on my Twitch profile, but I can't. Career in journalism? No, not really. As much as I'd love to do interviews, I'm looking more into like political stuff and debating and things like that. And I did have a debate section, but I'd also love to interview and also do news as well, something like that maybe. Just all these possibilities and shit like that. I've got backups after backups after backups. If one thing fails, I can focus on something else. That fails, I can focus on something else. That fails, I can focus on something else. So it's just a whole thing. But I just thought, fuck it, why not interview him again? And it was that sort of fuck it mindset that actually landed me an interview with him in the first place. We were like fucking emailing back and forth for about a month, but until I finally got him on, and I was very nervous and awkward, but yeah. But anyway, I'm live. You'll see the schedule on my Twitch profile. It's 9:45 a.m. every Saturday, but I'm not available to do a proper stream tomorrow at that time. So I'm doing it today instead at 12:30. All of the different possible timings, are on my Discord server.
Now, to be clear, I haven't quite nailed down what exactly the Stanley Parable 2 is going to be.
Taste the
But let's take a
sequel.
look at some of the
Oh, I'll
features
taste
I've
your
been developing
sequel.
for
All
it.
right,
I
sip.
figure that if I can loosely organize a handful of interesting concepts, that surely the game will sort of naturally
Two
spin up
cocks.
around them. It'll all
Two
work itself out. Game
cocks.
development is much more of a fuzzy magic than anything
Two cocks.
scientific or logical, really.
Goo. Scrum, design, pitch, break, pitch design, number 2 chart. Hell yeah. The end is never the end. Again? Oh. Also, this is funny. Who took the red marker? Me. The Discord is also on my link tree. all of the links are on the link tree. It's attached to my Twitch profile. If you click on, you'll see a link that says all my links. What the fuck was that? Did you fucking hear that? That was weird. Portal 2. Sequels are good. Portal 2, Half-Life 2, Barkham. Yes, Barkham. No, Batman Arkham Asylum 2, City. Divinity Original Sin 2, Doom 2, Aladdin 2, Return of Jafar, Dark Souls 2. I haven't played any of those, except maybe Arkham Asylum 2, but I can't remember. Crab, the ultimate sequel. Testing 2 printers at the same time. Dos. Well, valued investors, Stanley himself. New features. New content. It's a bus. JYAWM City. Thank you, thank you. A lot of people have been joining the Discord server recently, like yesterday and today. And by a lot of people, I mean 3 people. It really concerned me for a split moment until I remembered that, oh yeah, I've got a video up on Instagram with over 100,000 fucking views.
Here we are. Go on. Try out some of the new features.
Right, well, we've got the jumps. We've got the jumps. So the infinite hole, I've got jumps.
For the Stanley Parable 2, I asked myself, what do players really want? And of course, the first and most obvious answer is that they
Too
want to
big?
be
That's
individually
perfect.
recognized and
I know.
valued as people. So with that in mind, my first addition to the game is this button which speaks the name of the person playing the game. Isn't that wonderful?
Jim. I'm
So,
Jim.
I should have clarified. Right now, the button only says the name Jim.
I'm Jim.
Of course, in the final game, this button will say your name, whatever name that is. Here, let's have you role play as Jim to really simulate the full experience of this feature.
Alright.
Play along. I promise you'll love
Okay.
it. Okay, here we go. Let's take a deep breath, clear your mind, forget whoever you are, and simply become a person named Jim.
I am Jim.
I want you to imagine yourself living as Jim.
I'm Jim.
Sleeping and waking as Jim. Falling in love and being heartbroken as Jim. Seizing all of the
I'm
world's
Jim.
possibilities as Jim. And as Jim, watching your dreams crumble into dust.
I'm
Do you
Jim.
feel it deeply?
Yes.
Are you really, truly Jim?
I'm
right now?
Jim.
If so, then please step forward and press the button.
Oh!
Yes! You see!
Oh,
What a thrill! What a
beautiful.
rush! That was you! The button described you.
Being alien probed as Jim. Oh!
It hits even harder the second time.
Oh,
If
it does.
This were the only new feature in the Stanley Parable 2, it would still be worth the money.
Absolutely.
Let's take a break from the gym button.
No.
I'm too emotionally drained from all of this personal validation. Whoa there, cowboy. Sometimes a person can be too much Jim. I'm putting the gym button.
No, 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 no.
Otherwise soon you'll start to lose all sense of who you actually are.
I'm Jim. I'm Jim. I'm Jim. Oh, I'm Jim. I'm no longer Jim. I want the big busty button, though. That one's a pretty good one. Well. Infinite hole, infinity
I
hole.
suppose I could allow
So
only
here.
people named Jim to play the Stanley Parable 2. That would actually... An epilogue would be fun, wouldn't it, Stanley?
It would.
Yes, yes, it would go at the end of the, well, we'll figure that out later.
Infinite hole. Settings world champion is for changing all of the settings.
You know what, Stanley? I actually think the jump circle was a pretty good idea.
Different
I'd like to use
dialogue.
that for the sequel.
Yeah. No jumps remaining. Player tiers. I'd like to fill your infinite hole. Wow. There's something else. Oh.
Okay, I'll be honest, I haven't yet decided on this one. I think that in the new version, the office could use a bit of decoration, like balloons. But I'm undecided on Get Well Someday and Happy 12th Birthday. Which would you go with?
Get well someday.
You know, sometimes when you solicit another person's opinion, it makes you realize that you
I
knew
actually
which
want
one
this
you
one.
actually really wanted all along. Happy 12th birthday, step-niece it is.
I actually wanted the happy 12th birthday step niece because I knew that
Maybe I should have gone with... No, I've made my decision. We're moving on.
Bucket!
The common complaint of the Stanley Parable
I need the bucket.
was
I
that
need.
it was
Oh, hello.
confusing and paradoxical, that it engendered a chaotic sense
Beautiful
of reckless
bucket.
despair
Just
in
pick it
those
up.
who played
Oh,
it.
I will.
Well, I'm happy to say that after much consideration, I've engineered a clever solution to this fundamental problem with the game. It's the Stanley Parable Reassurance Bucket. You see, Stanley, anytime you're holding the bucket, a sense of calm and
It's
ease
fucking
will fill your
beautiful.
mind and your heart. It's true. As long as you hold on to the bucket, the many disorienting contradictions of the Stanley Parable will feel perfectly.
Give me the fucking
normal
bucket.
and
Give me the
perhaps
fucking bucket.
even
Give me the
comforting.
fucking bucket.
You may even come to long for the gentle embrace of jarring cognitive dissonance
Give me the
while
fucking
the
bucket.
bucket is in your arms. And to be honest,
Give me the
it's a
fucking
much
bucket.
more convenient solution for
Give me the
me
fucking bucket.
than actually redesigning the game to be less uncomfortable. Can you imagine what a pain in the ass that would be?
I know.
Yes, the bucket is the perfect solution.
Perfect, perfect, perfect.
Give it a try.
Oh!
Can you feel it? The glow of comfort, even in the face of crushing despair,
Oh.
must already be sweeping through your
Reassurance
In
bucket.
fact, can I say that I do believe the bucket lends you an air of charisma as well? I think that just holding
Reassurance
it has
bucket
made you
wins
the
all.
slightest bit more attractive as a person.
Thank you.
The benefits of the bucket seem to go on and on, don't they?
Let me enter the
All this
infinite.
and more await you in the Stanley Parable 2.
Crazy. Now, I want to enter a deep hole.
Does anyone give out awards for most enjoyable bucket in a video game? That really should be.
I
an
mean, yeah,
award
you
if
can
it
do
isn't
anything.
already.
The bucket wins everything. Always. Bucket always wins. But honestly, it's like no contest at all. Well, now it's time for the infinite hole. Right. Here we go. All this science. That's literally just like a black hole, though, isn't it? It's just infinity. It just keeps going. Does it? Does it just keep going?
Stanley, here's an idea that I'm truly fond of. It's never been done before in a video game. This is, in fact, a hole that you can fall down forever. That's right. Infinite falling. You can fall until the end of time if you like.
Yeah!
A thing for video games. You see,
Oh!
isn't it wonderful? One of my more ingenious concoctions, if I do say so. Now then, since you've gotten to see the infinite hole, you can press the teleport button to pop back up to the top, and we can continue onward. Now, I don't mean to
It's
be a bummer,
infinite.
but I do recommend you use the teleport button to go back to the top.
I don't see why I should
Do it on
use
the
it just yet.
Sooner rather than later spectrum of things.
Well, if it's infinite, there's no problem with me not doing it just yet. I'll just keep falling. It's quite peaceful.
Okay,
Me and my
Stanley,
bucket.
I don't know quite how to say this tactfully, but it's possible that I slightly exaggerated the infinite nature of the hole. Is it a very, very deep hole? To be certain it is. It's an extremely deep hole. I don't want anyone to say